Okay, people. So I just wanted to say a quick hi to you. And, if anybody of authority, especially if people, period, use their brain, it would be scary. So, Robert Kennedy, his bright idea was to get fluoride removed from drinking water because kids are having cavities at alarming rates and having to have extensive dental work and that kind of thing. Your dentist, who is a professional and an expert on teeth, will tell you that fluoride prevents cavities. Fluoride prevents cavities. It doesn't have jack shit to do with it causes tooth decay and cavities. It does the opposite. It prevents. The reason why children have extensive, we're going to use logic today. I know it's a scary thing, but we're going to try it out, okay? All right. The reason why kids are having so many problems with their dental is because they do not brush their goddamn teeth properly and probably not long enough. Number one. Number two, they eat, what do they eat? They chew gum all the time. They eat junk all the time. They eat a lot of sweets all the time, which changes the balance in your, like, I don't know if creates more acid in your mouth, but it sets your mouth up for problems, right? If you don't get all that sugar off your teeth eventually at some point, the sooner the better. That's the real reason. That is the real reason. It doesn't have jack shit to do with fluoride being, we gotta take that out. You dumb ass. Whoever's idea that came up with, they were just thinking with their butt, because that just doesn't have anything to do with anything, and it shocked the hell out of dental offices, because they know that's not true. When are we going to start using our goddamn brain? We need to, common sense needs to make a comeback, is what needs to happen. Common sense needs to make a comeback. What in the hell? Oh my God. And then, you got, I'm on a roll. Then you have these geniuses who are people of authority, and they make decisions, and we're going to take a species from another country and bring it over to our country. Oh no, wait a second. That became an invasive species, and now they're, destroying wildlife and this and that, and upsetting the balance of that and this. Right, because you shouldn't have been messing with that in the first place. Man, human being, not men, but man as in humans. Humans are the worst thing for the environment. The worst. With their industrial waste, improper sewage disposal, removal, whatever, disposal. Littering, not taking care of the waterways. You got no business. If that species is not there, it's not there for a reason. Leave it alone. We don't need nobody's bright idea of doing something like that, because 9 times out of 10, they end up backtracking and going, oh, that was a bad idea. You think? I'm a firm believer in, if it ain't broke, don't freaking fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't be dumb. You're supposed to be such an educated person, and you graduate college and you make all these hefty decisions, and 9 times out of 10, you're causing a lot more harm than good, because your decisions are not based on common sense. They're based on your ego. Did I go there? Yes, I damn did. I told one person, he was he was on a dating site, And he thinks he's all that because he's got a PhD. And I don't know, he just acted like a typical ignoramus on a dating site. And I remember telling him off and saying, I don't care how many PhDs you have, you don't have no common sense. I ripped into him, and I know he was hot. I don't give a damn. You're still a dummy. You might be an expert in a certain field, but when it comes to basic common sense, you don't have any. College don't give you common sense. You're supposed to have that before you go in. What? Anyway, the weather is wackadoo. I mean, seriously wackadoo today. Thunderstorms, it got dark, real dark out. And then thunderstorms. Now the sun is out. And then more rain is coming later. Yeah. I can't understand it. It's a little weird to me. I gotta tell you something funny. I'm going to refer you to this person's channel because he's amazing. If you need a mindcation, his channel, especially before you go to bed, is so peaceful. The name of his channel is Kevin Wild. W-I-L-D, Kevin, common spelling. And he is a canoeist, and he's been doing it ever since he was little. Grandpa taught him the ropes. He could probably live off the land indefinitely. And he does not attack your ears with loud, abrasive music or any music of any kind. He will use some music in some aspects of the video, but it's not invasive, meaning it doesn't disrupt the peace that's in your brain once you start watching it. It's relaxing music, so sometimes he will put it in there. A lot of times he will, but it doesn't break up the peace in your mind. I hate nature videos that have music, or why is that necessary? You will not see a canoeer, if that's what you call them. I mean, not a canoeist or a kayaker with a boombox on their vessel. You will not see that. You know why? Because they don't want that. They want the sound of nature. I want the same thing. When I'm watching videos, I don't want to hear... First of all, that's not music. That's assaulting my ears. Secondly, you're disrupting my peace. Thirdly, there is no music that is necessary. Nature makes its own music. Okay? Again, let's use common sense. I start watching somebody's video and they start with that stupid, unnecessary music. That's it. I jump off their channel. I'm done. I can't handle it. So, anyway, just want to do a quick hi. Oh, I got to tell you something else funny. Kevin would kill me if you knew I mentioned this, but it was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny. He didn't put his camping chair, together properly. And honey, on camera, he sat by the fire, and he went plumb out the chair backwards. And I'm sorry, I bust out laughing. I've done that before. And it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And he's so calm. So that made it even funnier. He's so calm. As he's falling backwards, he's still calm, and he goes, "What the hell?" And I lost it. That's it. I was done. Between him falling out, he didn't get hurt, okay? Between him falling out and staying super calm, not losing it, I was done. I just couldn't stop laughing. And then yesterday, I was watching one of his videos, and he eats a lot of M&Ms. If he has to do an extensive trip, he'll eat M&Ms to kind of keep his energy going. And he loves his M&Ms, especially the almond ones. I love those too. Almond and chocolate. Whoever put those two together, I freaking love you, because wow and wow. Anyway, those flavors are So anyway, he said he never gets irritated or upset or anything. He's super chill. And he goes like this. A squirrel stole my M&Ms and I'm pissed off. I freaking died. Because he's so calm. He's so calm. I am pissed off. And he doesn't really say that, right? He doesn't usually talk like that. He's super calm. I freaking died. I couldn't stop giggling. It was so damn funny. Yeah. But Kevin Wild, if you ever need like I said, a mind K, honey. Oh man, his channel is thebomb.com. On YouTube, Kevin Wild. 2 words. And so peaceful, and he's done some very extensive canoe trips. I'm talking, oh God, hours and hours and lots of, some people say portage, some people say portage. He says portage. Basically, the reason for portaging, I'll explain what it is. You'll have a series of, he'll show us on the map. You'll have a series of lakes, but they're not connected to each other. They're connected by land in between. So if you're going to go across, you're going to travel to each lake, you have to portage. So which means you pick up all your belongings in your boat, and he's got a canoe, so he just hoists it upside down on his shoulders. It's got a special doohickey that you carry it with. You kind of wear it almost like a hat, but you're wearing it on your shoulders, and you can portage to the next lake that way. And I've seen him do extensive portaging. I'm talking exhaustive. The wildlife is unreal. The moose, the bull moose, the female moose with the newborn babies. He's seen all of that in the wild. He saw 2 wolves that were basically hunting a female moose, and she managed to get away. And I think he encouraged her to get away too, which is kind of cool, because we don't need to see her get eliminated. We know it happens in the wild, but we don't need to always see that right in front of our face. And he's so cute. He goes, "Hey, I think I saved your life." To the moose, you know. What other wildlife? Mostly moose. He saw bear before, because he's from Canada, and he canoes from Canada. And the bear was cute, and he wasn't gonna attack or anything, so that was even better. But he was kind of hiding behind the bushes and peeking at Kevin with his little cute, adorable ears. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm out." And he took off running. I think it was a black bear. He sees all kinds of cool wildlife. Cool. Super cool. And it's so peaceful. And his videos are professional grade. I mean, he could literally probably make money selling his videos to National Geographic or something like that. Or have companies put his pieces in clips of his video, or the entire video in nature documentaries, because the videos are so professionally done. It's just amazing. So if you ever want to check it out, feel free. And like I said, it's on YouTube, and his channel is called Kevin Wild. All right, guys, much love. Talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye.